Iaorana, Karil Maoni te. Wa wharere o ia tōma hoe mahana I mahina. Ona ti ame wharere au e. Rito te I e hoera. Wa horo ame ona tana inu hapueira. E wa tamata o. Wa I te o api nisio I au tino hua I pauru ai tēne ne parau. Tamata rame o te I rau tātou mā ELIXIR Taporo. Wa I te reiro o api I. Nā muera hoe neo o tamu hoera wa hoe. Pāri tirima ia me maui. Tēne tamata rame o te rau. Ai te maui wāhau. Pāri te whirurira. Pāri tō tōe. Te ria. Wa I te reiro o api nisio I au. E nau toi tāmata tōmai. Te api ira me whahia hia ro.
ELIXIR Taporo no te huira tira e iutai kuna wia.
Tā tātou tumu parau no te Taporo e te mora au atu e rawehia ni e iana. Hare tātou wharerei tēnei I tō tātou tea o ia I whanhoma ia tātou. Tō mā e tāna mūmanini atu e whari meira tui te whanhora. Tumu parau ia tā tātou e wharerei tēnei. Toma Iaorana.
Iaorana Mario.
Maruru mai te wharerei rei tui tui tua whare. Te hea ni rei au non e te I hupa ra au tau e roe nei. No te rapa au ai te te mai o tātou nei. E hā tau e ra au tumu e roe nei no te rapa au ai te mo mai.
Nā moro, Iaorana Mario e to e whea tawiri pōru e te mama. Maruru e tara rau me te mana. Tēne te parau no te ra au. Te e ra au tau. Tēne parau e ra au tā e ro. O te me te parau e tātou. Te wera te ra au. Tere mai, tere rau, tere mai, tere rau. Tātātou e mō rau e rau e me raru au. Te mahana, te eita. Ko e no rau hakata e ora pite horu mai. Te turu tu mai. Tere pei te wai whahi hi oro.
Ani, e parau tau no e te parau no te mai mawhatu ane.
Ni mai mawhatu, tātou e tene. Nene te wera ka tātou no i utai mei te mahana, no te whaitere to tātou nuna ae. Tera mai mawhatu. No atu pae haturu whiwhia. Me whainuna he nau e orero, e toru muhina orero mai mawhatu. Me tāmā pōna ka toto.
E mai mawhatu to ue, mai te Tahiti piti tau tini, tā mei te imhana. Nene he parau te ahurira tātou I rutu I te mahara o te Tahiti. Mena whē te te tupura ai aorera e parau mena whē uru e te whareri ai te papa. Ia tō mā.
Au ai tu me tu au hene. Tra Tahiti meri ai nei ia. Nāna I ono pa I haruma pa I whareri ia.
Ia tō mā.
Nā te mea tātara au te I, o tō mai ia. Ai tō ti aturi. Nō te mea I au e te rau Tahiti. Ai tō ti aturi mai te mea te rau Tahiti. Nā. O nono tūra tu me tu au hene, tāmatano, te mea pa.
Menaria, wharere mai e te papa. Te te heri rei au, tō e mai mawhatu, nene he parau e me maoro tera mai ia.
E mi te Tahiti e piti tauti.
I te imahana, warawo e oe tāna rā. Ani, e haia tau wira, wa maite I ane oe nārtui te rā au tāna I.
Ae, para mo hua maite I rogo. No te mea, I roto no hopa I e te... I roto no hopa I e te... Tara hoa hepe toma hopa I tau e...
I whatere he te rā?
I whatere tara rau, tau I e ngo hopi te mea te rau atoma. Ui te hoa ue...
Te teimo tapo?
Te umaite I pa I engo. No te mea... Iau nei pauro te mahana. E nu ho tau mea tau rau popa, rau popa. Ai tana e hoa te mea... Tau pa I e rau popa pa ia. E piti huru. E piti huru.
E te imhana, nene parau o manuia, te maite iro.
O maite iro, o api iro tino tēnei. Maite iro.
Koe hauru tō te parau no te i paruhia ne te concert?
Te concert, I turu te mo concert. Te vere te mo concert, e ro anō tō hei te rau te roe. Mi te peura e, nā ki diawe wha uana ro, hanere ni hanere nene e ora. Tātara po nā tera tiota, nā tera tiota ha uana rei te mai. Te tāpe mō mea wō pē te mai e, nā ki tiota wha uana ro atu. Te Iaorana ki tiota, I mātara tiota, I te mai e pē o hau e ora ona.
E hato o e mai tumu?
Te mai te mai e wō nei, e tūmera o whāto. Hōra o hara mai nei, wharere te totonga te no. Uhare atu o rutu i te whanhora a tote. Taporo ira. Ai te rawea. Te rawea e tapu. Uhare rawe me te mora au. Wa rawe wo te mora au. Te hupa tau i te tuu inur a te mora au. E ta otonu tau hupa. Ai te o te hupa te whare.
Tēnei, wahara mai oe wharere a tō mā. Tēnei, te whaaterene oe te rāau tānei horo o mai a oe?
Mi tratau, hare romo i te mana o te hea horu mai ua ma Tahiti, C.A.I.R.A.P te horu ma Tahiti. Omuar au te whatere te i rāau, wa rawe wo e ono muhina. Tratau, tā romo i te teime nei, te rawe noa nei au, te teimo teime o watau o te ime wo. Te e wo i te mana, me he proprotu i oto.
Te mai te irara, mai te ito i tino?
Te manu ia, te whowha, no te mea te wahai tau e rawera i te hupa. Ti o wo i te wahai te rea te toturu ai te mo te e tuhini whiwhire ni hui te prom. E te hina aruhi e tara mo tino me parpau. Te manu ia te e rāau, no o to mai te atuara. Te e tu mana o i mua i te rāau, te whowha, tau e maura i te mana i te tutu, taro mai te mana. Tēnō atu tau mo tau te mahine, e hopo, wa mai teito i te mana. Tēnō atu te tamai titau, wa mai teito. Tamai i te e, ai timon ohi e hui kwhare. Wa mai teito te teimene te tamai titau.
E hatu oe mai harma ia wharere a tō mā?
Ai te o i te nawe e parona te reo Tahiti, ai te mea ro sērbo.
Tēnei, e whea mo Tahiti to oe roe no arai tāna rā?
Mi mua mai hoa tra hoa ia me da teinura au teinura a matamua e toru mohina mea e toru mohina hopitama matamua e toru mohina titi o te hopitama
e te imhano mai tai
muri ho mai rira e te pepini pini hai teino me wora roa rawa i te imhano
o te tahutini ori e ono te mori tau e ohoru mātoru o tu e te mea matama i tupu me nyusui au ua rohi o cho e mai e naruto te reo frani leptospirosa no mea whea hare maua mato e hoe teime ua tupu hi mato te mai o voisho e tauna e piti te mara o pari e ua hare mato ke tau te e ua prometi tau te a mato e mai matau hia te rea no te bea te rechikota e maui po e uhoi mato te whare mai tuira mai te whare mea pati a te mato mo whare a mato te tau te e whahoi mato te whare wore mato e tau mhanari no te whawhaera e rato tera nam hana whawhaera ai te hoe hai a piro a mai ua puero tu te whio ma te mana ore te mai leptospirosa e ua roa hea mato hoe hopitama e neo pro e tinio mato te whaito i rito te reni tuti e tapetu e nio so poera te une hoa ua tamatona e paparo mai au no te mea ua moero tu tamatona i hiroa hama ona wharere i hoe tae no te rei mo au te hine e wahi mea no ti te rau e whainu ia mato to draha pitama ma te mana ore e ora te mai me roto so iau so i te wau i tēne neo tau e whaoro mai hau no mau te mo mau i o whareo te mau i hopea prodea o e whaore a te whare mai no te mea te mea tere e whaore o ne a ia mau i te whare mai aro i te wahau e whaoro no o te manunia ai te o i te wahau ho e hapora tēnā te me te whare mai e wara ora o hiupo nā te taute o proporo me te taute ia te mo pro tau i haru me te i te mea tāna i mea mat chop tāna pro hope tāna i pro me iau nā mene iau paparai e whare a hope a te no oe e tae mo tamari e toi ho no be a era mo toi o ni te sal de reanimación fare a hope na auto tra no me i fare o ya o farono tanto mo proprio e te na ora ho tau te tapu a o terro tra me va che terro o te leptospiros na to te tino da auto mo vero Iaorana tapu tu fo te na ora ti te piti o tau te a ti hoa non me e fa ho tu o tono po me te visiono mitra mara naturale ne na altro trattato de tapu narie visiono horo to horino e pueo o to podro tu fruira io to te pui auto hitra para un auto de ofrani come do te ta come piti mahana musho wa rara mo tu mata e horo visiti na mara me tata tata mata mo ta ite o tu ya te ya chui ya me tra mara mara to mata e tito me ta mo no te ra tani horo me fare me o pue ho tu mo no tratio o to te era o te tane pro me io ho to me ta fano me te hospital e una merito te au a te rato pa hono ra ne horo woro me wo fo hamaru foto me rato na te tone te ne horo te ora tau ho in bo trau tra tatu hoi horo me o i hoi te ra Taporo ELIXIR ui te o era o me te o te te inu ahora o te riho petama ato i matararo menego i te o me te porute api e tu fa ahora me chora me pai te to tino noria maro te ra te hoe hiora o te hapapuri atato ni so te ra ta me te ro noria te horone o hoe hiora hoe toturu e atato pato mo fea mau e venei te motora to motinho to te mai te tra rau Taporo e io tre i toturu e atato e faro to tato mai maro
o te o taru au rara te C.A.I.R.A. o i o te hamaruru ro i au to te hara mai ui au e patai au to te radio teata ta auto no te e har mai tatou so te paro te mai i tupuhi ane ni tui au o tupuhi o te mai nya mua e wharere o te tata TAHUHUTERANI o tōma o hare o te whare mai i te urgence o imi tāte o pātia rato i au parohi pai taraparo e analyse ai ti te hedo e toru to rato pātia ramai au no ti opoa rā toto e hamo te hupua i tupu mai rato i au e maui o mitara ai tiro ai ara to tata ramai e hati tupu mai rato i au tra hei matara mai no na urgence o paro rato i au te mai e tupu waho tara maui o horo mai rato ho e paupi no te whaitera i au harira i o whare mea farmasi hai te tera au me te mai maui o maru te mai te maui ai ti o rero poi whare i tupu mai ne tera whaite te rā to te mea tera to teata e whaite te rā to i o whare o takara no te hamuni rā monai me na he hamuni rā monai e tera mhana toru hei i maro mai tang me ti au e ne aro ona hare ona e hio me na he hamuni he te monai Tahiti rau huru te monai e te porohi ane ia nun ia matu hare to tak ma te whare whaite te rā no te monai e wharere mene i au ko e hoa tau o Riki Flores. Ta ua pro no tura maon so te mo pro no ta rā au pōro e monai. E nāna whahiti mei au e te waira pai ho e pope Taporo, wa inu ona, e wa he tra o whai rapa. I puta mo nei tara mono arto ia. Oi pe te tata. Na mo e ori ki pahono mai oi tara tata. Na te harmone te tata o tahuhuterani toma. E tara muina pope Taporo to tonorima. I poro mai ona ia. Te pope Taporo mi te pepe no me tono C.A.I.R.A to tonorima. Ti e ana o pe tata e tanu he ona te rau. Na ora e o ia. Te ia pato ra aura. No te. Pase te aturi, tata te aturi po, tata purero no te ani ke tauturu. No te pa tara mau I hano mai. Pene pa hipo hape pai tiro he. Na ora ia. E tamata o inu te rau. Retu inu ra te pope Taporo. I au inu tara pope Taporo. E o hipo au huru e ribero to tino. Ngusho haturo mato. Ni jorto pareo. Tamo era mato e hoi fore. I hota e o. Eu hota purei mene ho hoi pai rapa. Mi kitareri. E huru rarai. Naro te pato mai atara au nana ha purei rapa. I mono e o pepe mi tamao I tau apuro mao te tata toma tahuhuterani. Harero wharere ana. Tamata o teinu hapa. Matararo mai tara mai rapa. Pepe o harbo o wharere te tata toma. I horo mai ona te toru moina. Taporo. Oira o whare. O tamata o hinaro inu hoe nā mua muso pepe hoe. E puoi hau tara mona e choro e mea e po inu. Hoe no taimoi, tara e toru moina. Te inu rao moina mata mua. Ruto tara e toru moina I horo hia mai. A tātari o inu nei. Puoi tara awawa. Haro mai no taro te inu ra e paura ia. Inu hau mai no piti ra moina. Io te maru ra tara mai. Tara to awawa. Pautura. Inu ra mo toru. Ai tui te hau tara mai awawa. Puoi te awawa. Paura e tara e toru moina. Aura o e ti e o. Chope toma moriso. Hoi hau mai no wharere ia toma. No paroporo ia ana e atiam. Orua hau mai te tata e toru hau moina. Nā mai ne onan sui au. Te weira ka tata ia inu nei te mea te inu ramata mua. Hare tara mai rapa. Ai tu prora e hata mai. Me hare tara mai rapa. Iau ai te to I te hata e pa tupu rardo iau. Te inu ra o munisho tara piti ra choro ra hea mai nā tōma te toru moina. Wainu te piti. Wainu to ke toru. Inu ra o I te pe pau ahau. Wāro vai no toro te inu ia pau tara e toru moina. Pau rai. Pepe haturu o to heipa. I to heipa I tu I te mea. Bro heipa nā to reo whāne. Ti soia ke so ki se pas do le go. Nā ro ia. Heipa pate. O mahana o titohi moro ia. E haramoe tara mai rapa. Puto mo ne mono ia. Roi turu te apa pe kabine. O maha pai neso. E hio pai te heipa matara mai. Ia o maha. Purei mene te o pai rapa. Na ti o whai tau whai te rai au tau tape a mai. I tō te moina. O whai me huru rai me tartara toa me o whai me I tō miti tau hio. I pūrei rā mai rāpai. O maha te hare a mai rāpai. Me pūai. Ngarbo whai te au tō te pe o whai matara rā mai rāpai. Iau inu mai te papera Taporo. Tau inu ne. Na te pope Taporo. Pā tahe mai te me. Pahare ro mai rāpai te o whai. Te hoi no te o whai, me wa topo ahau mai e toru murisho. Tēnei ai te o tina atu, o te paro atu to te kapi ne, ai te o uri marato. Te e rawo roa mai au o mhau mai no pape kapi ne. Te e papera, tau inu, no whai te a o tau. No poro i au tau e, me puai, me temai me puai, o tau i au tau, tirtoro te po. Te aturi o tau te atua e hamai te o tau, te o tau inu e te mea. Te neo whai te au tau tēnei, no te mea, te e papera au. Ka maruru e a toma, no te e papera au, toma, maruru, e toma.
Maruru e toru aura. Te e papera au te horo rahi e tito erima. Mauti te ra au e orai, marua romani tra o irapa e.
Promo.
Oe no mea to taina aroproia, ha maru tau te atua, toro ramai te tona here, tau, I ro amai te ra au te tō taurima, whanhi ai oi te imhana. na te rau nene ana o enu au te rau fai tere ta te nene enu te rau mi ta o ina
ai te pe nene o inu hau tene te fai te ro to inu ro tene te amaru ya to mo toro ra hau me te me no te inu hau no te tamai hoa ye ve shoro ha tamai o to mo Tahiti inu no tama no to tatu tino e ore te e mau mai tu mo mai i harme hau me ro to ya tatu te inu hau tu ne o te mana mua ya auto no fai te ra auto e ya tatu e inu te mo a pope ra Taporo te haruru toma te inu ro au e hope te au maruru toma a maruru ro ia toma te tero mo te mana mi te mo i wharere mao e o e oriro mao mi hoi ta e nene poro kato poro pra ma hoi a wheti ne tatu na wheti ne te o ano ti tau uru ha maruru me te o iana e ra autana e horo mai e te inu no ne o tai mo ho inu ye whae tai mo inu e iau inu me te ra o itu o te apin so iau namo e o inu me te ra te ro no tra popa me puai me hapata ra me ore ho mau me i te ore ro e hui hau mai ye ha pa te ma amu na ai na mai wo hoi mai ye tano o ia mai no mau iau inu me te ra ai tu i te ahau tene te na ora ora to ia amu na o te ra te mo mana ani pa te me ai tupu amu mai ba wo amu o e o te horo he me ra tupu e amu iau ai tu te hau tara mo mau ma mia tuturi na o na mo ne te mau i mo tuturi awa te mana nene tuturi pe hare na e o puai ta puai taito vai api ra mo ne no bro te vai api no ro no te hui a mo tara puai ro tino a te tara me tapari pore ra e whātata amuna te mā i amuna te mo moe ato i arawa na te hipa turi o hamaru mo te toma ia tawa whae ano i haroro tao i mua i aro whao e a te TV to e roto teo tāto i aroro i te me to teo tāto i hao o tau hawhiwhi o tau i e poro na heme o tau ai te tā o tau paro ite te paro ite nā rātau o riro pai paro ite tene e mi amoni nā oe tei o tātou tiaturi tātou tiaturi nuna tiaturi tātou i te atua tori at whiwhi unei e ora anō ti me tiature me hoe tātou
E hatua ti te mo mai ta o ero ene?
na me ara hite mai no me te tai tap oni ta Taporo tene parau te mana ahuru mau no mai me babu te ya pe parau ta tu pe ma hotu palpitation pa i parau frani e te me mau i ma hotu na te we te era puto tona tu ma hotu e ta ma to ona te we te me te hopo te o mo ELIXIR e parau hia tene e fifi ki ate paron atwe e ora to o mo no te Taporo pa i ra au tene te an o ira te no fifi to ne fara no te me te ere mo fea no rapa ne hera to e apo mai te e fifi ro e tato na ma oi nai
te ora ta o ira au tumu e Taporo ata anu atu te mo ra au tapiri mai ni te e ro ira ta o te te ni dai o e fatere na o mi te ho tata to ro no ne torum hana e fatere
te fatere o e torum hana e te vere ra te mo mai me u ana ro e pe hion atu e te pene ne vai te pa ra vai o e te mai u por ro vai ni na ho hana no me fai to ra ho e hapaina tau e whai tōra au, nā ni o me hoi para me tua, tēne nene whai ni hoi te peko hoi te awa te hoi te hie, mi te haru mi ki te abet, nā me au e o pōri te matano ki te abet, hoi no e ta amuhina, ore ro te pōri, no ahuru mo Tahiti maoro e te pōri a te matano ki te abet, hoi no muhina, ore ro te pōri te matano.
Te ora te wei tōra rata parau no te hi ora i te maa?
E, muri mei pai oe no e te rau tau, tā maa ono te o chiota, tatararo ono te o chiota, tēne hiato e nu pinipine no, e ore ro e ki chiota, e whiwhi toa i o. E oe te rau, ionu na oe ana, e māto e chiota, e te matai pōri wahau. Tēne miti pua e ututu hei te awa ai te rau e orai, e poi foi e nutra e turu muhina. Tēne te wera ke te mu whai nuhina hoi mahana. No te me maoro to rātou whiwhi rā moe. Hai nā hoi hapene te pepe te awa te hie. Tai ona pepe nā, maroro o rātou tua. Tēne, maro nā tuto, ai te awa e ahau, e oe hapa o tua i ao. Te awa e oe...
Maruru mai te tomati te hea ni dai ao, mena whe harero mai ki tātai ine i ao nei, puna avia nei?
me hare mo hita tia tua te vera te mo mai me porporu i te mai har mai te te mbra ti a hoi no me ti pero fa hare mo pero ni tu gara tatara o tu pero apa fa hare me to i to ara tu pero fa inu e re fa inu re na ratu e ro tu te to e auto mo hini tore e fa inu ho e ni e ka to e a hoi tore
E ti anu ia o ho ta o numero ninu.
e ti aro te numero ninu ti ni ho te tapuro po pe ta numero ninu tore e divini
E ta maro mo te toma.
E wahi o hito mai o e te nuna ae e i e mai tai e pape taporo e paro oho i mai o e ahai a ke taha e pupu nei au te here e te ora ELIXIR Taporo no te huira tira e i utai kuna uia pari i au e ELIXIR Taporo e hamai taia o e i roto i te hepo tove ora na e wahi ohi o mai o e te nuna ae e i e mai tai e pape taporo e paro oho i mai o e ahai a ke taha te pupu nei au te here e te ora ELIXIR Taporo no te huira tira e i utai kuna uia pari ia o e ELIXIR Taporo e hamai taia o e i roto i te hepo tove ora na ahe
It's a real miracle product that Thomas is introducing us to, a lime-based elixir. Thomas has been making it for 20 years, a product which appeals to people and seems to have extraordinary virtues. Papa Supa, for example, has diabetes and his leg was supposed to be amputated. He gave me 3 bottles, the ones you saw in film, and he told me to take them over a period of 3 days. But as I was traumatized by the thought of an amputation, well, I knocked back the 3 bottles one after the other. And look, and when the doctor came, perhaps 2 days later, he looked at my wound and said, "It's dried up very well. That's why we tell you to take your medicine." Well, I didn't want to be controversial.
Hello, my name is Sylvie Wong. I have 4 children and I'm a grandmother to 8 grandchildren. I was sick for 5 years. Thanks to Thomas, I am now able to walk and work again. During my illness, I went to see many people, regular doctors as well as Tahitian doctors, but without any success. And then, because of Thomas's medicine, I was able to begin walking again. Before, I had swollen feet. Now, I no longer have swollen feet, and I can walk. I can even get into my car. I'm very happy because I had suffered enormously during my illness. Today, I make a living in the crafts trade, but before I could no longer make any quilts because each time I began working, I had pain in my knees, both of my knees. Today, after having tried this medicine, I can make my quilts. What's more, I used to have problems with my kidneys, and thanks to this medicine, I sleep well. Finally, I'm well.
Bonjour.
Hello, my name is Rudy Tumahai, and I'm retired.
Je suis actuellement retraité. Oui, j'avais
Yes, I used to have a stomach problem which dated back to my childhood. I consulted several doctors who each time would tell me, "Oh, it'll eventually go away. It's just an air bubble, which should normally disappear." So I took the prescribed medicine, but I began taking so much that I just couldn't stand it anymore. Each time that I ate food that made my liver work, I experienced incredible pains, which made me writhe with convulsions on the ground. Then one day I met my current wife, who had a friend. I went to visit her, and she told me how she had just taken a special medicine composed primarily of lime juice that a certain man named Thomas had made. Now she no longer feels any pain, though she had originally been diagnosed with a terminal brain tumor. So I automatically believed in this medicine. I told myself, maybe this is the solution, and I started taking the medicine. After just the first bottle, I felt, let's say, in my stomach like a turbulence, an itch that made me ask, what's going on? And then just 1 hour later, I went to the restroom and evacuated all of those years of pain. So I declared it a miracle, but I didn't dare swear that I had conquered the sickness. However, after taking the third bottle, I felt it really was a miracle. Today I'm truly convinced that I've been cured, thanks to Thomas's magic potion. Now I can drink whatever I want. Whiskey, beer, everything that's bad for the stomach. I drink it and I feel very well. Thank you.
Tout ce qui est néfaste à l'estomac, je le prends et je me porte très très bien. Voilà, merci.
Hello, my name is Tahitian, and I'm the mother of a family. I have 2 children and 6 grandchildren. 12 years ago, I was very sick. I had a brain tumor and was told that I only had 6 months to live. It wasn't easy. I cried and cried a lot. I even asked, why me? Then I underwent the treatments and consequently began bleeding from my mouth and lost some of my teeth. At this point, Thomas saw us and gave me my glass of medicine. After just the first glassful that I swallowed, I no longer suffered, so I continued taking it for 3 days. And the following week, the second week, I drank 3 more bottles. The third week, I returned to the clinic to undergo more tests, and the doctor simply said, "Madam, you are no longer sick." Now it's been 12 years that I've been completely cured. Now it's over. I don't have cancer anymore. I've been cured. That's it. Yes, this medicine has done a lot of good, and I tell everyone around me.
As a young child, I became involved in music. In 1969, I joined the Barefoot Boys band. I don't know why, it was really going well, but all of a sudden, 6 months after joining the Barefoot Boys, I began having incredible health problems and had them since 1969. The following month, I was in a clinic in Hawaii, and at that time the doctors told me that they couldn't treat my sickness yet, and that I just needed to let it develop more. So it was just a waste of time because I had to come back. Then, in 1971, I returned to Hawaii, but they couldn't operate on me in Hawaii. I had to take another airplane to Los Angeles, and then to Auckland, New Zealand. It was May 1971 when I went there, and they operated on me, but the pain and suffering that followed the operation, I will never return to such a place. It wasn't until last year that I met Thomas, and I began to take the Taporo elixir. I was astonished. One Friday evening, I remember I wasn't hoarse and I didn't have a cold. I wasn't sick at all. However, the next morning, I didn't have a voice, nothing at all. That lasted at least a week and a half. As luck would have it, I was supposed to go on tour again. I called Thomas, and he came over with 3 bottles. He told me to drink them, one today, one tomorrow, and one the day after tomorrow. However, because of what had happened to me, I was desperate. I drank all 3 bottles, one right after the other, and then fell asleep. That night, at about 6 o'clock, I got my voice back and have had it ever since. My sickness had stayed with me for at least 37 years. Today, Taporo elixir is part of my life. I don't badmouth doctors, I still listen to their advice, but this elixir is a supplement. It's done a lot of good for me, and therefore I'm going to continue taking it for a long time. That's all.
Hi, I'm Tahitian Henry. I have 6 children and 13 grandchildren. Personally, I have caught an illness, the leptospirosis, when I went to the mountain. My 2 children and me have got this illness. We went to the doctor. At the first glance, the doctor said that it wasn't a serious disease. We had just headache and cold. The doctor gave us some medicine and some days of rest. During the days of rest, it hasn't had any improvement of our health. The fever increased. In fact, at this time, we didn't know that we had contracted the leptospirosis. During 1 week, we were in a critical condition. My wife tried to speak with me because I started to be unconscious. And then she asked Thomas about his medicine, the Taporo elixir. But when I take it, I wasn't sure that it will cure my illness. As the suffering was unbearable, I asked her to take me to the hospital. During the way, I couldn't see, but I only heard some noise. When I came to the hospital, the doctor told me that I should say goodbye to my family because my statement was critical. And then I was transferred to the recovery room.
Tarono tarato mo proprio e tena ora ho tau te tapu e a e wa tero tara me har ke tero o te leptospiros na to te tino da to mo vero e Iaorana tapu tu fo.
One of the surgeons will make a liver operation. The second one said that it was unnecessary because it will accelerate my death, and it will be preferable to live and so cause a die unnatural. According to doctors, I had only 3 hours to live. After I heard all the conversation, I left in comatose. 2 days after, I awoke. And when the night has come, it was the visiting hours. My wife was the first one that I saw, and I smiled to myself. And at this time, I threw to the Taporo elixir. I last 1 week and a half at the hospital, and the doctor told me that I must thank God because they didn't know how I was alive. But I know that the elixir Taporo cured my illness. I keep taking this medicine after I coming out the hospital because Taporo elixir give me strongest, comfort, and powerful. This is an example about the capacity of the elixir Taporo. I wish it to all people who fall ill. This is the medicine. The elixir Taporo will cure us. Thank you.
You have been suffering from a heart disease since year 2000. We may say that you've been sick for 4 years. How did you meet Thomas?
Fortunately, I had my mother. Last year, she pressed me to meet Thomas because he is a traditional healer. I did not believe in that medicine and practice. My mother insisted, saying, "This cure may heal you. This is how we met."
Another question. Your heart disease, can we say that you had it for a while?
From year 2000.
Now that you have taken Thomas' medicine, I would like to know if this medicine had a positive effect.
Yes, indeed. I'm feeling better because the week following the time I took the elixir Taporo, Thomas medicine, I felt that I was beginning to heal. You must know that every day I took Western medicines because if I did not, I could have a stroke and therefore die.
So, we may say that Elixir Taporo cured you?
Indeed, I'm feeling good.
What was your disease?
I had a liver tumor. And this is how I came to meet my uncle Thomas. First, I went to see a doctor and I had no other solution than the operating block. I took Western medicine and I was so tired I had to sleep all day long. I could not do anything.
Then you came to Thomas and took the elixir.
That was 19 to 20 years ago. First, I took 6 bottles of Elixir Taporo. Even now, when I have time, I often visit Thomas for continuing my treatment.
Did it heal you?
Yes, indeed. Furthermore, it was useful because I'm helping homeless people. And we do not need a weak person at the fire station. This medicine is really a miracle, that's my opinion. My daughter is asthmatic. Now she is cured. My son too is cured.
Hello, my name is Tahutian Ralph TAHUHUTERANI. First, I want to say thank you to all the staff who came here to record and also listen my words, my feelings. I will tell you what happened on me and how I met Sir TAHUHUTERANI Thomas. So, I was in the hospital at the emergency service. A hospital doctor makes some observations on me. Of course, blood test, urine test, and so on. 3 times they try to find what happened, but they never find the key to resolve my problem. I can say that it was hard for me, because I was suffering and there were no results. They gave me some medicine just to reduce my soreness. That's all. Next day, I was out and returned to my home. I put on the TV and there was a reporting programs about how to prepare mono-E. It was at the Otak in Tahiti. Curiously, this Wednesday my son wanna go at this place just to look, to visit, and know how to prepare different sort of mono-E from Tahiti. Then we went. At this place, I met a friend, Ricky Flores. He told me a lot of things about mono-E, but also about medicine. He told me that he tried something like a lemon juice to cure his illness. I was surprised. Few minutes next, a person appeared. It was him. It was Thomas. He had one bottle at his right hand and told me, I have this bottle from this morning, and I wait for someone who needs it. Imagine my reaction. I think it was a sign. This bottle was for me. I cannot explain it. I believe in God. I'm a Christian. I take the bottle and try it. Then I return to my home. Minutes after, I felt something hot, something good, something very special in my body. I knew at this time that it was the elixir Taporo. Next day, I went to Thomas' home and talked about how I am, what I feel, and it was great. Thomas gave me 3 bottles and told me, you must take the 3 at the same time. This is what I do. Next week, same operations. Went to Thomas' home, talk about how I am, what I feel again. He gave me 3 bottles and told me, when people take this medicine, we know, or we will know, what is his problem about. Don't worry, the bad will get out from your body. Morning after, I felt good. I was at job, went to restroom and feel that something will get out. I took some toilet tissue and pissed on just to see. In fact, something puddled. It looks like a little rock. I want to show you these little things. It was that. I must tell you that at this time I didn't know, but something special was cooking inside me. You know, I cannot tell you more. You must try the elixir Taporo. I remember I had some difficulties to end the last treatment, but a voice inside of me says, you must gather once, courage, finish it. This is what I do. I say to my mind, thank you, Thomas, and thank you, elixir Taporo. This is one of the rock who get out, but 2 comes after. You know, I think if you're strong, this medicine will cure your illness. All is in your head. You must believe, believe, and believe again. Believe on this medicine. I will take a treatment now, just to show you that lemon juice is not too acid. Just believe, you can trust me. It's great. Thank you, Thomas.
Since its first edition in 1976, the International Showroom of Feedings and Drinks is the most important event of the Asia-Pacific country. This is the only one meeting essential for the development of this area in Asia.
Imagine 4 big rooms who takes 27,000 square meters. The Foodex, who takes place every year in Japan, is the 3rd biggest exposition of feedings and drinks in the world, after the C.A.I.R.A.P of Paris and Lanuga of Poland.
It's a wonderful place, and we don't know where to look.
This year, the Foodex had gathered more than 2,400 firms. It represents more than 76 different countries. The 8 Polynesian firms had showed their products and there was more than 100,000 visitors, professionals of food, buyers. This year, the noni, the elixir Taporo, the vanilla, the beer and the Tahitian wine are the products of Polynesian firms. Thomas had bring in Japan 60 bottles of ELIXIR Taporo. With his product, he wants to conquer the Nippon market. Do you meet a lot of people?
Yes, I do. When I will come back to Tahiti, I will study all those propositions and think about future.
Thomas says that ELIXIR Taporo can cure a lot of diseases, also the more important one. For those reasons, the CCSM of Tahiti had contacted a translator for the negotiation. Polynesians were happy to take part in this showroom, and during this Fodex event, they could meet a lot of people.
For Thomas, traditional medicine must be accepted. It complements Western medicine.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello.
Have you had this job for a long time?
I've been doing this job for 25 years with this medication, but before I worked with Mother of Pearl. I'm a Mother of Pearl artisan and have been for 40 years, but in my spare time, I've also been working with this product. I've been working a good part of my life on this, and that's how I found out that it's a good product.
How old are you today?
I'm 60 and a half years old.
So for 20 years now you've been...
25 years. I've been making this product 25 years.
And how many people do you think have taken this medicine?
Today, more than 20,000, I believe, but I haven't counted. I've never counted. People have told me to write the names down, but I said no. It's not worth the trouble. The people have come to get cured. But today, people take photos of me and I'm on television. It's wonderful. Everyone wants to see this truly miraculous product with the name Taporo Elixir.
How have so many people come to know this medicine?
Well, it's not a big secret that there are so many people. It happens by word of mouth, you know. It works just like the telephone. Since everyone is saying good things about this product and, well, everyone wants to be cured. That's why today there are a lot of interested people.
When you say cured, what kinds of sicknesses does this medicine cure?
Well, to tell you the truth about this medicine, I don't know where its limits are for curing people, because it can cure any sickness, but especially the cold.
Okay, Thomas, you just mentioned the cold. Can you be a little more specific?
Yes, it's easy to be more precise because here in our country, it's true that it's hot. That we can agree on. But we go looking for the cold. Sometimes we go fishing or scuba diving and all that, and the cold slowly accumulates little by little over the years. That's what I mean by the cold here. Here at home, we are the ones who look for the cold. So sometimes when you arrive home, you don't take your shorts off, you stay in your damp shorts, and you have done that for many, many years. And the cold accumulates, little by little, and at a certain moment, this cold tells you, I'm here. You go see the doctor, and the doctor tells you that it's osteoarthritis. I agree that it could very well be that, but how do you get rid of it? My product takes away this cold.
Okay, Thomas. What kinds of different illnesses does your product treat?
Well, the different illnesses that my medicine treats are brain tumors, pacemaker problems, almost all cardiac problems, liver problems, ulcers, even if it's an aggravated ulcer, even if the person has had it for 20 years. My product categorically treats diabetes as well.
What do you want to do now?
Well, today I want to tell the whole world that the Lord has given us a truly miraculous product. That's what I'm showing the whole world. That's all. Thank you.
wahi o hito mai o e te nuna ae e i e mai tai e pape taporo e paro oho i mai o e ahaya ke taha e pupu te here e te ora. Elixir Taporo no te huira tira e iutai kuna wia pari iau e. Elixir Taporo e hamai taia o e i roto i te hepu tove ora e. E wahi ohi o mai o e te nuna ae e i e mai tai e pape Taporo e. Paro oho i mai oe e ahai a ke taha. Te pupu nei au te here e te ora. Elixir Taporo no te huira tira e iutai kuna wia pari iau